I'm sorry, I'm going to make a quick part three here to close this thing for the day. The message is that unconditional love is a behavior that sounds like it needs to be a learned behavior, although it's really innate to who we are. Remember that our Creator, the original one, has proponency for everything that exists, for everything that exists. Now, because she's given the amount of, I say she, because our Creator has given the independence, call it your parents as a single entity, your parent has given complete authority to her children to do as they wish. Remember Aleister Crowley, do as thou wiltst. And this is a Bush resonance. I'm gonna drop 'em, and I'm gonna get on the bullhorn, and y'all gonna vote for me to keep them IEDs rolling, did we not, to kill them Muslims? Boy, oh boy, there's only one way to look at it. And we just got chased out of Afghanistan because, whoa, we need to leave. Now, I was an officer. I have a full concept of how we truly run as a military. Let me tell you what, you want to talk about a properly executed plan? It was possible. They send people to Fort Leavenworth to do like advanced planning. And we did that. Why do we drop our crap? All our Toys R Us stuff, we dropped them all over under Bush. You know, Obama left everything in Iraq, and then Biden left everything in Afghanistan. But I'm not going to blame the Democrats. I'm not, because we all know that John McCain assisted Obama in starting up ISIS. So we withdrew from Iraq and emptied out that thing so that we can initiate ISIS and have those guys run rampant up from Libya into Syria and then project foreign fighters into Iraq. And then the Iraqis get hired on the, they've got people that have had enough, and you should see the footage of the retaking of Iraq for the second time. You want to talk about Mad Max and those poor, poor people who just have seen so much death that they're past woodpecker lips. The grandmas who have got they're all dressed up, and I mean, it's hot out and they're overdressed, and goodness knows, but they're just beyond inconsolable because of what's been done to them. And then you look at the human history of people who are really good people who just get decimated at the bottom of the chessboard. And it's just a part of the story. Everybody's playing their roles to get through it. And we got to put it to bed and learn to love each other unconditionally. So when we go to one race, when we go to true human rights, a lot of these things were cooked up after World War II. All these universal laws of human rights, or whatever the document says. Let's put them up. Let's remind ourselves who we are, and let's, as the greed dies out, regardless of how horrific this lady says that it's coming, this beautiful lady from Arcturus, the planet is on a trajectory now because of what Yeshua did. All the cosmic energy is coming in where it's all going to change. And we are assured that it's happening. The opportunity to lift off again with his post-resurrectional and ascensional success enables another post-Lemurian liftoff that's going to blow the rest of it away because of what he did. The mastermind. Think about what he did. And he was designed to do it. That's what's so beautiful about it. Like, the angel said, okay, we need a good bodysuit. What are we going to get? And they figured it out with the Essenes, and he was born. And his first cousin John was probably a runner-up, as far as the discernment of, okay, who is it? Okay, he's right there. And they were pregnant together, the cousins. So it's this true story is like unreal, and John gets beheaded. So he's around here somewhere, you know. But the women are gonna lead. So wherever John falls in, we'll be hanging out together, admiring the women. Of course, we were all both men and women. So if you're a guy like me and you think you're getting off the hook because the women are leading, you know, okay, that sounds good. And I do, believe me, I'm a guy. I'm in my physical reality right now. Last time I checked, I got the package for being a guy. So if the women are gonna lead, I'm happy with that. I am as balanced as I can be without protruding here. I am happy about the thought of this occurring. So I'm a team player, and I don't want it to be about gender because it's not. It's just about the particular women, and I will draw the illustration because I'm going to continue to break it out. I will try and pick out the correct videos of Kiara, whom I love, and when you see her, you're like, this is actually incarnated right now, walking around, this beautiful. Now, a good thing about her is she's got her message, and you'll get the essential introduction of the team most of the time on her videos. So if you want to know who all the component players are of her 8, there's north, south, east, west, and then each one of the halfway points to make 8 women. And if you want to talk about a dream team of women, that's the right word, the dream team. Just like, remember when the NBA finally was allowed to go play in the Olympics and like Michael Jordan played with Chris Mullin and all this? Okay, so think girls and think as far back as you can, and you watch this lineup and it's like, what are we accompanying? What's accompanying us if we go this way? To include, you know, with each introduction, she introduces like the dragon lady from Orion, who's the holiest of holies in the seraphim. And if you're designed to worship the Creator, we all are, but if you're on the fast track to get there, you're going to move towards what's called having a seraphic heart. And a seraphic heart is step 1 to being in the seraphim. So when your body tunes to up to 7D or the proper ascended place, you have direct resonance with our Creator as a reward for getting there. And it's just coming back home to your proper place. And I'm not going to say that the seraphim can't be added to, in terms of the chorus. Why wouldn't it be in a progressive way? We're all just eventually someday, just as a term of moving in that direction in a physical density way as well as an illusionary way, using the imagination that's Creator adorned, because he, Creator, put this all together from that and produced children, star seeds, souls all over the universe. And by proxy management, some of the fragments are walking around here in an air suit being cheer led on by their home team. But we are universal down here, and so we're all one team. It's amazing. And when you talk about a galactic federation of light that's playing properly, those are the folks who understand what's on Mars component wise right now, know that they're out there still let's call it restricted to dealing from Saturn, which is a restriction on us right now because it broadcasts this Rockefeller crap and puts us an octave off. 432 is natural, 440 is still rolling around here. So people that are wiser than me will be able to tell us through source what the right repairs are. But in terms of cosmic energy coming through here to set the stage for us to be left alone to do this the right way because of what Yeshua ben Joseph did, and Trump thinks he and the Jesuits are going to be in the way of that. The irony is, of course, the Jesuits would tell you we're closer to Christ than anyone. Look, we have a pope. Guys, my brothers and sisters who claim Jesuit orientation, just take a minute, understand the whole doctrine that you align with, because a lot of it is light of, if Christ is worth defending in the imagination somehow, they're the Jesuits. But they get the Pope, they get suffering, they get blood on the cross, they get Paul, they get Peter, they get Adam Weishaupt, they get the Illuminati, they get the Masons, and they get drug into the whole phony, male-driven crucible that we all have to then endure because these beings are Orion psyops by proxy, and anybody that goes that route, just read the Jesuit oath, okay? If I had the software to pop it on right now to show you what it says, I'd show it to you. But go find it yourself and read it. These guys are cutting them up. It's like an autopsy. When you take the Jesuit oath, if you dare come against the Pope, I'll perform an autopsy on you. And we'll start with your gizzards. And la-da-da-da-da. What? You want to do that before or after Mass and love? So, it's all ironic. And there are people that, they go to Jesuit colleges. And you learn Jesuit stuff. Bill O'Reilly, Jesuit product right there. Media head, gives to charity. Very Trump-esque. Okay? An imperfect man, just like me. But Trump, whoa, you destroyer of the systems of the world, and you're going to then take credit for it as the destroyer when you are the problem and the product of it, which you endorse to the very last piece of vaporware. And you need to be waterboarded straight out. It just reinforces my contention that all of you assholes need to be waterboarded to put an end to this crap. If this poor lady has to come to the conclusion that Trump and the GFL is a problem because he's still lying, who do you think I am? Trump, please. It's almost not funny. And I do have compassion for that woman. Okay? And Trump doesn't have any. Apparently, he does not have compassion. He's a schmirker. That's what he is. And he's fat. If he was going to go long haul, he's going down. You don't see that kind of, Henry Kissinger, what the hell Blivatarsky did he get going on? I don't even know if he's dead, Kissinger. I have to look that one up. But at any rate, if this thing is still running, I'm going to take it. Look. Oh, wow, I'm still running. So, in closing, properly, this lady was referring to the fact that all the ascended masters and all this stuff, this level of hopefulness coming from her because of the bamboozle that she foresees, which is exactly what she said. First of all, she said the killing of the old people to leave just the young ones, because then you got time on your hands to manage it. So that's why DeSantis right now is focused on taking down Florida, because that's where all the old people are. I know many of them. They can't wait to vaccinate and put their pictures up that they did it. And DeSantis has the clinic set up for the Delta 8 variant and is all about categorizing the unvaccinated as ones that need to be um, discussed as a way that just keeps them in the narrative about the continued requirement to continue, about moving them towards a solution. Very indirectly, giving a portent of we want freedom, but let's face it, we got to get to a point where we can get back to what we're pursuing with the rabbi endorsed clinics, that we're going to fight these variant viruses with more vaccines and follow doctors' orders. And that's what we're dealing with. So it's going to, the old people who are destined to dead box out of here will do so. Now, what does their soul take with them at that point? You know, what you know when you die is what you know when you die. So if you die vaccinated, I can't speak for your soul path other than we'll guard you. And if ascension is possible, then stay awake, be in touch with your family reunion. If you vaccinated, keep love in your heart. If you can feel love now like you loved 10 years ago, then you're in good shape. If you if you're just dead to the day to day, 9 to 5, what? Again, more of that, and it's like you lost whatever you once had is gone, and then you vaccinate, you're in deep shit, is what you are. But it's not too late. If you hear my voice, you can make the right decisions. Start by feeling good about yourself, and there's a toolbox of tools, and if you pursue the right path, you'll bust right back out of all the vaccinated crap and all the virus crap, and you'll be a child of the light because you want to be. It's never too late, so never give up. Be like our Creator. You never give up, no matter how bad the destruction is. If you're Burgess Meredith in the episode of The Twilight Zone and your pair of eyeglasses just got cracked after the nuclear war, then guess what? You have to go on, and there are those that will be there to guide you, because we're eternal beings, and we assume these seats on earth for the contrast and for the reason that has engendered the admiration of the angels, because they're a part of it. They have their reps here, and I'm being redundant now. So Yeshua was from Sirius. Okay, and the universe is a team. Orion is where the point of origin is. The Andromedians were the first catalysts. So we've got a lot to learn, but this was an Arcturian starseed that was speaking to you. And they're all beautiful. We're all beautiful. Everything's beautiful, isn't it? In its own way. That's how you can rock and roll to that song with the guy wearing the right colors. It all gets back to such basic, go back to the light languages, go back to the beautiful angels that are lulling us back into who we are right now. And then you go Indian words, and you're suddenly listening to the voices of comfort that know that we have this one, because we've been abused for so long in this place, and we don't really know it. So as we wake up, and this woman, I want to use the word poor, but she's not poor. She's not poverty stricken at all, because she knows who she is, and she knows that the universe is inside her, and Donald Orangutan is in the mix in her discernment, causing problems, because he is a problem of himself, and he's got to reconcile that. So be positive about fourth density awareness. Watch my videos on Hillbilly Mac on BitChute concerning true density awareness, true game plan for us, true divine feminine package as an option for you to settle in the middle of and let them walk your walk and be a part of your coaching team of getting through the GFL. Let me tell you what, if this lovely lady had the Kiera team with her when she went into retreat and dealt with Trump, he'd be flattened out like the coyote, and the Roadrunners would go meep meep because he's a bonehead. Trump's a bonehead. You know, he got his ride here. Let's not forget Tesla, Time Loop, Trump's uncle, CERN, Trump, Baron Trump, Engel. There's a book about the Trumps that was written in the 1900s, and Baron Trump and Donald Trump and all the storyboard crap. And now he does the Abraham Accord. So, we're in it right now, okay? If you guys don't know that we're in a special time and it feels totally normal to you and you can't wait to take your mask off to go back to work and watch the news and wait for the next Super Bowl and business as usual, then you'll miss it. You're not even preloaded to do the proper peace battle like that beautiful woman that I started off 2 parts ago speaking of. So, it's still 27 September. The dawn is upon me here in Arkansas, and Rambo's out. Here's Rambo. And now I'm finished talking, and I love everybody. So enjoy your day.